This is, like I said, it's kind of a modified element that Cal Mannion teaches, and he does it real well. He's got a whole video on rapid inductions. But really, it's a little bit kinesthetic because it involves touch as well. And I like that connection. There's a lot of research, particularly from Italian psychiatrists recently, on neural brain chemistry and how physical proximity and just attending to somebody actually changes physiological and emotional responses on a very deep level when it comes to building rapport. So I like inductions that really are physical like this. Simply press your hand against my hand. Press your hand against my hand. Kind of like we're dancing, not quite so hard, but just like we're building a frame here, okay? And just stare at the hands. Don't take your eyes off the hands. A little bit of eye fixation there, okay? When I say the word sleep, just let your body relax, collapse entirely. 1, 2, 3, sleep. All the way down, deeper, 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 deeper. Every number, feeling a sensation of increased relaxation. 5, doubling the sensation of relaxation. 4, doubling the sensation of relaxation. 3, all the way down, drifting, dreaming, floating, enjoying a time of peace and tranquility. 2, completely, totally relaxed all the way down, letting go of every care and concern in the world. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful, and amazing. Continuing to learn from this experience and enjoy this experience throughout the rest of the day. When I count to 3, sit back in your chair, wide awake, fully alert, feeling refreshed and invigorated from this experience. 1, 2, 3, up in the chair, wide awake.
May I show a derivative of that?
Yeah.
Different hand position. One of the ways that I saw this originally was that.
Yeah, that's a press.
Yeah, is the press down. What you want to do is stare into my eyes and press down harder and harder and harder. This guy is strong. Harder and harder and harder and harder. Sleep! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drifting, floating, dreaming, rocking, relaxing. With a count of 3, wide awake, feeling wonderful. 1, 2, 3. Another one to do a handshake induction. How you doing?
Good.
How's the air down there? Nice?
Fantastic.
A wonderful smell, right? You saw the show last night. All right, another thing. All right, now, I will demonstrate this from a seated position only because you can do this in a seated position. Are you good with this? This is a one handshake induction, and this is kind of the way I normally would do this if I was demonstrating this, although I don't use this that much anymore since I have so much of my own stuff. Here's what you're going to do. I'm going to just shake your hand a couple of times. You're going to go right back into hypnosis. Again, this is a reinduction in this particular case, but just take a look at this. What you want to do is you're going to drop back into trance. You got the idea? So just let yourself relax. Sleep. 4, 3, 2, 1. You twist the wrist, you drop them down. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. So you're shaking hands, sleep. Right down. And that way, it's more like a smooth flowing motion, and that way. And if you're doing the thing, he's doing it this way, Richard, when you're pressing in this way. I'm doing it from down here, but you got to make sure there's enough room that his arm can drop down safely, and, how can I put this, that you're not getting punched in some very personal place, because then you'll be screaming in agony. So the point is that when you're doing a press like this, you know, and it's always good to even throw in, this is a strong guy, because he is a strong guy, and it's hard to actually hold his hand here, and then you're going to drop him at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wide awake, feeling wonderful, happy, on top of the world.
And
his head is spinning.
you can create a little drama with that too, the same way like this. Okay, I can be standing, he can be sitting. Press against my hands, press against my hands, press against my hands. When you're ready, just simply let go. 1, 2, 3, sleep, all the way down, drifting, dreaming, floating. 1, 2, 3, wide awake, fully alert. So I mean, you can get through it. When I do on a stage show, do the traditional progressive muscle relaxation, then I'll do the reinduction prior to the first skit. Hey, it's great to meet you. You know, what's your name?
Keith.
Keith, where are you from, Keith?
San Francisco.
Okay, great. Here, simply press against my hand. Press against my hand. 1, 2, 3, sleep. All the way down. Relax. Next person. Okay, so that's a great way to throw some drama into the reinduction. Wide awake, fully alert. 1, 2, 3. We can do this too. I mean, here's how stage hypnotists traditionally do it. Sit next to him for a minute. Just sit next to him, be the other participant. Okay, you're sitting here. We'll get to you here in a minute. Here's how stage hypnotists.
Does this work?
Yeah. Sleep. Here's how stage hypnotists traditionally do it. Okay. What was your name again?
Keith.
Keith. Very good to meet you. Just go ahead and sleep all the way down. Relax. Okay. So that works. Okay. Now, what was your name?
Fred.
What was your name?
John.
I don't know. I worked for Eminem. I don't know what happened. I worked for John Sorbonne. I don't know why I work for him. Anyway, where are you from?
New York City.
Okay, great. Let me see your hand. Great. Sleep. Okay. That's how stage hypnotists traditionally do it.
Wide awake,
but there's no wide awake, fully alert, feeling refreshed.
He's not my problem, Dave. You know what I mean? So.
But that works, and it's a great way to do it. But it's not as dramatic as I think. Let me go down the line here, okay, with the rapid inductions, okay. What was your name?
Keith.
Keith. Very good to know you, Keith. Press against my hand. 1, 2, 3, sleep, all the way down, relax, drift, dream, float, perfect. All right. What was your name?
John.
John, where are you from?
New York City.
Okay, great. Press against my hand. 1, 2, 3, sleep. Just a little more drama. That's all there is to it. This is what wide awake, fully alert, feeling refreshed and invigorated. 1, 2, 3. This is Eugene called it woo woo. It's.
And another way to do it too,
drama.
if you're going down a line, another way to do this if you're doing shows is this. Would you have this? No, I'm getting even. Excellent. All right. Another way to do this is just to simply walk up to a person, after, say you've hypnotized them in some way and you brought them up again and you want to quickly reinduce, and your name is?
Keith.
Okay, well it's really nice to meet you, Keith. Sleep, all the way down, drifting, floating, dreaming. And your name is?
Richard.
That's really great. Sleep, all the way down, drifting, floating, dreaming. On the count of 3, wide awake, fully alert, feeling wonderful in the most exceptionally wonderful of ways. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. So you can just kind of sleep right there. And what is that? That's a one handshake induction with a reverse grip. You just take it and you flip it down.
And people say, how will that work? Here's why. I've just done the PMR induction. Everyone's head is down, okay? And now I say, and from this point forward, anytime I shake your hand, anytime I touch you on the forehead, anytime I say the word sleep, you'll immediately return to this place of relaxation that you've created in your mind. 1, 2, 3, wide awake, up in your chair, great. All right, now people say, how does that reinduction work? Well, I just gave him the hypnotic suggestion. So what was your name again?
Keith.
Keith, great, glad to know you sleep. You know, I told him sleep. When I shook his hand, he would sleep. Up, 1, 2, 3. And so the reinduction, you can use all of these speed trance variations as a reinduction, even if you don't use them as an induction. A great way to build confidence if you're doing shows is to use the speed trance inductions as reinduction until you've practiced it 1,000 times and become very comfortable using it as a primary induction. Does that make sense?
And another thing that happens
It's a
too.
great way to cheat and learn on real people without letting people know that's what you're doing.
Another thing that happens too, you're doing a corporate program, you're helping them quit smoking, for example. You've got 85 people in the room. Somebody misses last week for some reason. They're out of town, they've been sent on a plane somewhere, or they have some issue where it has to be something very specific to them. You're at the end of the program, 6 people line up, could you hypnotize me? I want something to do with not smoking on a boat, not smoking in my kitchen, not smoking in my car, not smoking in the boys' room, you know, whatever that song was. So the point is that, yeah, sit in the chair, you line them up, and he's dancing. The point of the matter is you can actually walk up to people, and you're like, okay, no problem at all. You want to be free of tap dancing in the rainstorms when there's lightning outside, so that's fine, just sleep all the way down, drifting, floating, dreaming, wide awake, feeling wonderful. And what happens? I gotta tell you, your head looks marvelous from all that bouncing around.
Fractionation at its finest.
But what you're doing is you're going to do this stuff, and you're going to hit them with 3 or 4 extra suggestions, because that works, and that works just fine in a clinical environment or a corporate workshop program. When you're in there, and it really does freak out the audience, because people are starting to walk out like, okay, I got hypnotized, red is funny, oh, I got my phone, it's making noise, that feels good, and then there's 3 or 4 people line up, it's like, oh, can you re-hypnotize me? And they all come back, wow, what happened? What did I miss? What am I not seeing here? And they're kind of walking around and, wow, look what he just did. That's amazing. Wow. It's that quick. So what does that do? It builds anticipation and it reinforces success in your corporate program.
All right, let's have everyone team up and practice.